Hi everyone, Teresa Aker here from Success Diaries with Teresa Aker. I'm here today with Mary Dean. I'm thrilled to bring you on. Hi Mary, how you doing?
Hi, Teresa. I'm good. I'm so happy to be here. How are you?
I am great. Mary is the owner of More with Mary and is known for her social media platforms, More Money with Mary. She is a serial entrepreneur and published author. She works with other entrepreneurs promoting and consulting, as well as helping others start their own businesses. So, Mary, that sounds like
Mm.
a real nice mix of things that one that you're doing yourself and that you're
Yeah,
helping other people. So, let's
yeah,
start at the beginning, shall we?
yeah. So I've kind of been in business forever. Entrepreneurship is just it's how I grew up. It's how my parents took care of us, and it's how I started. At age 14, I started cleaning houses because I wasn't old enough to make money and I needed money, right? And so 10 years later, I actually started a cleaning business. I just started it from nothing. I was a single mother with 5 kids and, two, three, four, five jobs. I mean, it just wasn't enough. No matter what side hustles I could do on part-time things, it just didn't work. So I always went back to working for myself. In 2021, I got on the social media platform because I wasn't on it. So I'm like 26, 27. And I started to promote my business. And, from there, it's just built with different things. I did affiliate marketing and it gave me all of my tools and keys that I needed to where I could learn social media and have an understanding. And it was a great company that I worked for. But as I got in it, it was a free business. And so we just helped people start free businesses. And I loved it so much. It was so organic, and to help women do that, especially moms, like I was so big on it. And I loved the education and knowledge that I had on social media, and I wanted other people to know so badly. I'm like, girl, I can help you. I can help you make your business better. And I had some uplines, and I told them, I said, I really want to help people. I want to do classes. I want to do seminars. I want to help people. And they actually had me do that within the company. But when I said I kind of wanted to go global, or, I wanted to promote it and talk about myself, I was told that nobody would take me seriously unless I made more than 6 figures in a company like that.
Okay.
And so once that happened, I already had my More with Mary. It's where I sold my products on, and the name just kind of stuck and took off. And I was like, I can do this. Like, More with Mary, I can do whatever I want to with this. And I just ran with it and decided, you know what? I'm going to make a business and a brand that is just me. I do not have to sell other people's products. I do not have to show up for other people. I can continue to grow in my knowledge and get better. And so that's what I did. So More with Mary is like consulting services is what it is. I do my motivational speaking underneath that, and then I do my consulting with it. And the big thing for me is just to help people understand that social media, whether you like it or not, which I love it. I absolutely love social
I
media.
do too.
But whether you like it or not, that's where it is. That's where the money is, where the business, where everybody's at, right? It's where your friends are. Like I always say, even on Facebook, we're literally called each other's friends. So let's be friends, right? Let's do this in real life, whether it's on the phone or in person. Let's do this in real life, so I can help people know that it's where you need to be. It's where business is at. And then I've had the opportunity to take it out of that, and start speaking to other businesses and things too. So it's just been super exciting lately.
That's great, Mary. That well done. Now
Yeah,
can
thank
I
you.
circle back a little bit, Mary?
Please,
So
please.
yeah, because I listened to everything you said. So I'm also I like social media. I'm with you on that. And there is a
Mhm.
lot of platforms that
Yeah.
they talk about affiliate marketing, they talk
Mhm.
about network marketing, they talk about
Yeah.
all kinds of marketing, and
Yeah.
it does get a little confusing.
Yeah.
And AI is now coming in, and I've learned a
Uh-huh.
lot about AI.
Yeah.
So I guess, Mary, my question to you, you kind of progressed, so well
Uh-huh.
done. You've done all
Uh-huh.
of that. What is More with Mary? Are you selling just your services or are you selling products? What do you do with that? And then we'll go into the AI.
Yeah, so More with Mary is just a consulting service to where I have my own courses and programs that I right now I do an individual one for all of my people as we're growing.
Sure.
I do also do some digital marketing, right? And so I do have courses that are already created
Sure.
through that people can purchase and get the resale value. But for what I do More with Mary, it really is an individualized plan right now as we're going. Now, AI is interesting to me. Even for example, when I was publishing my book, because it was self-published, there was an option to have AI completely edit it and do whatever they wanted to and whatever, but then you had to put on there that the AI did it, right? So I think there's some things with AI that we can't ignore, even though I did not do that. I did not want a computer to edit and change my words because it was my words. So I chose not to do that. But AI does crazy things. Like I did a live last week and it was called to go Google it on my Facebook page because, people like to Google themselves and each other and whatever. And so I Googled More Money with Mary because I was like, I want to see what it says. And I was so excited, but it was so crazy. There was an entire Google AI overview of More Money with Mary, and it was my business, and it was keynotes and bulletins, and it was spot on. Like there was just a couple words that, when you speak and you do different things, you kind of use the same words over and over. So AI was able to collect it, and the entire Google page was me. I was so excited because I didn't do that with Google Ads. I didn't pay for that. I just have created my brand and promoted myself. So I'm cool with AI because AI says some good things about me and I was top of the Google page.
Yeah,
But I
no,
do
and
think there's always more to learn. I mean, I
sure.
think it's just continuing to grow. You have to constantly be figuring out what's the new next thing.
I'm with you, Mary. I've learned an awful lot too. And I'm quite impressed with you as a young businesswoman. I'm quite
Thank you.
impressed. You've certainly moved across the forum. You've
Yes,
definitely
thank you.
taken the internet and made it your own. So well done. And raising
Yes, ma'am.
5 children. That's
Uh-huh.
a feat in itself. So that's
Yes, yes,
wonderful. So,
yes, thank you.
Mary, one of my questions is, do you
Mhm.
still sell products online on the other where you originally started, or do you now do just consulting?
So products are always available. You know what I mean? I have a
Yeah.
page for that and I have links and all those things
Okay.
that will never go away, but it is not what I promote.
Yeah.
I do not have products or a website right now that I am working on. Now
Sure.
there will be some drop shipping. I've been helping a lot of people do drop shipping accounts and kind of create for an additional stream of income. So I'll have like what they call merch that's going to be coming up, so you'll be able to buy some things that say, More with Mary or, have some of those little cute things. So we're working on some of that, which I really want that for myself because
Right.
I want to wear it. But
Yeah.
as far as products and those kinds of things, I am working with a gentleman that I am a co-owner with in multiple businesses, and he is getting ready to start a clothing line.
So let's go to your consulting business. So
Uh-huh.
you help young entrepreneurs or any entrepreneur, I guess, who wants to
Yes.
start in a business. You help them
Yes.
grow their business. Is it all online? Is that where you help them grow their business?
We start with online.
Okay.
That's where we start. And then when I have people that are local to me, which I have been fortunate to have an awesome, awesome, awesome local. I'm here in Wichita, Kansas, and we are the air capital. And one cool thing about Wichita is people are serious about small businesses.
Oh,
And so I've had big welcoming from so many people with that too, where More with Mary is just kind of, having meetings and coffee and speaking and helping people behind the scenes. Um, so I've been very fortunate with that to where a lot of that has started online, and then we've been able to do a lot of things locally. We've been able to do networking events. I am going in with another lady and we're going to be having an actual live networking event that people can come to in the city. But right now, what I've also been doing is those that are in different states and trying to do different businesses there, whether it's a travel thing. I have a security business that I work with. I'm actually co-owner of that too. And the security business goes all over the country. So I am able to promote that security business in all of the big cities because social media is that big, right? So I can enter that into platforms all over the country. And then we are invited to things, then we are able to move. My cleaning business does the same thing. And so that's what I'm helping others do. My cleaning business will go anywhere. If we have a booking, we have realtors down in Texas, we go from Kansas to Texas and have a crew and clean. Because I was able to figure that out personally, I'm helping people with that too. So that way they can, it's not just one location, right? So you can actually connect with all of your people all over the country and then, all over the world too, because it's big. It's
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
Everybody's on social media. You can go wherever you want to. You just got to find the connection.
Well, and that's what I think that's what's so fascinating about the
Yeah.
online world now. And
Yeah.
and it's opened up so many doors because I
Yeah.
certainly also have businesses and I ran some online and I
Yeah.
belong to some of those online vendor things. At
Mhm.
first I couldn't get my head around it, Mary. I was like,
Right.
how do they do this? Once you get into it, you're like, oh, that's so much easier than, having to fly everywhere and bring your
Yeah.
bag, do all of that.
Right.
So,
Right.
so there's so many new things that are available to everyone. It's
Mhm.
just learning. I think you have to have the
Yes.
knowledge, and that's where you come in, right, Mary?
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And the more money with Mary, which is my platform on Facebook. And so it's just a group, but it is a public group. And so like I always say that everybody is welcome. It's not for everybody, but anybody can be on there. It's a place if you want more. We all want more. If you want more, you are welcome. But with this too, I sat on it for almost a year. I created the page and I didn't do much with it because I wanted to be fully prepared. I didn't want to just throw something at it and then I'm like, I don't know what I'm talking about, or people are, questioning me, which I've always been very confident, but I wanted to make sure I had the knowledge. And so I sat on it and, maybe I didn't have to, maybe I could have done something, but it doesn't matter. Timing is everything. And it was just when I knew it was time for me to just be like, here I am, here we are. This is what I'm doing. Everything my family has, everything that I can create, that's on me. So that's why I created it. It's why it's my name. It's why it's my brand. It's everything that I do.
Excellent. I'm really quite impressed. You're a young lady who's done very well for herself, and you've
Thank you.
taken an industry and you moved it forward by
Yes.
yourself. And
Yeah.
wow. And I was a single mom once, so I know what it's like to be
Yeah.
a single mother. And I don't know if you were single raising your children, but 5 children to take care of, that's a lot. Well done.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Thank
my next question, Mary, would be if you were to say there to our viewers,
you.
what kind of businesses are actually succeeding today? So let's say someone wanted to come into business, what would be some options they could do?
Well, I will say that one of the most profitable things that is going on right now is digital marketing.
Right.
And digital marketing was kind of a scary world for me. I sat on that for a long time too, because I kept saying it's a pretty lifestyle. It's very aesthetic. You see these reels and these videos, and you're like, these people have brand new cars. Where are they at? They're traveling. They're making all of this money,
Yeah.
right? But I was one that you have to show me. I will invest in myself and what I need to do with my businesses, but I didn't have anybody that could explain it to me well enough to where I was good with it, right? Because I'm like, what are you talking about? What are these courses? What are these materials? And it took me about a year to find somebody. And she was the lady from New York. And I just finally connected, right? And we just stayed in and she answered all of my questions. So I had an understanding of what and so digital marketing is huge. It is a huge thing. It's a game changer, especially when it's courses that you are paying for. And then you have the resale rights. People are actually, retiring themselves and retiring people on the digital marketing just by reselling those courses. And the
And
cool
what
thing
kind of
about
courses are they, Mary?
so these are digital courses that are teaching really just anything about an online business, right? And I was so excited about it because a lot of the things that I was listening to and learning in the courses, a lot of it I already had some knowledge of, right? And so then I was like, okay, well, I know that, that's kind of a repeat. But the cool thing of it too was to see what they were teaching, how they were teaching. So, like the courses that I have, the DWA, it teaches you about Instagram and Reels and stories
Right,
and
right.
email marketing and, men that do digital marketing and Canva and all of these things. And so these are courses that are already created for you. So, I mean, the digital marketing world is so big and the platform is huge. And that's, kind of the new part for me because I always just kind of did what I learned on the back end. But otherwise, other than that, Teresa, really everything is great now. Any industry that you are in right now is absolutely fabulous. It doesn't matter what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be that you're doing all the digital stuff or social media management or podcasts, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're a realtor right? Or if you are a musician or you own a daycare or you sell products, it doesn't, or a cleaning business, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all because social media gives you that platform to be able to take whatever it is you are already doing and blow it up. So people
Right.
that are entrepreneurs or small business owners, if you are a brick and mortar and you've owned it for 20 years, you don't have to feel like you have to start a new business or change everything you've ever done. No, social media is just your platform. It's your online business card. So it doesn't really matter what industry you're in. You can blow it up on social media. You just have to know the tools.
I understand all of that. That's really good. I really believe this is a tremendous time for anyone who wants to do business, but are prepared to learn, can do
Yes.
amazing things. And I would think for the next 10 years, you've got quite
Yeah.
an opening that is
Mhm.
available to you. And I think it is because we're still learning. Is that fair,
Yeah.
Mary? We
Yes. Yes.
can learn as much as you can about digital marketing, about the internet, about any kind of social media platforms, and they're
Yeah.
free. What the heck? So if you have a business, why
Right.
not use them?
Right. And yes. And the best thing is the networking because
Yeah.
somebody has the knowledge that you are seeking. There's ways you can learn it yourself. You can hire it. You can connect with people. You can study stuff together. I mean, there's just so many options and so many things. Like with the city that I am in, we have so many networking groups and events, right? And oh my gosh, I love it so much because we all just go out together and meet. I've had people that are friends on my Facebook for 2 or 3 years, never met them in person. We've recommended each other's businesses, and then we're at a networking event having coffee or a cocktail. And we're like, oh my God, and then we get together and then we make connections,
Yeah.
and then we find out what each other are needing and we help each other connect that too. And you can do that online too. You don't have to do it in person, but it's so
Oh,
fun to do it in person too.
I'm
Oh, I
noticing it.
love doing it.
Mary, I'm with you. Even my podcast, and you have a podcast too, right?
It's coming. It's
It's coming.
coming.
So, and
Yes,
I'm
it's coming.
we're gonna make sure when you get it out there, we're gonna promote you too. But I'll tell you what, I cannot believe that, well, I can believe the networking and the help that I'm getting from other podcasters and other
Yeah.
promoters and doing that. And what I brought Success Diaries for was
Mhm.
basically what you're doing. I wanted to help people bring their platform forward or their
Yeah.
story forward because a lot of
Right.
people overcame adversity and then just like yourself, you had to take care of your family, you have to figure it out. So I
Yeah.
bring those people forward and help
Mhm.
them get promoted. But what's happening is there's a synergy where everybody wants to help them. So they come on and then their friends
Yeah.
want to help them and they
Yeah.
get
Yes.
recognized. And it's wonderful. It's a great feeling to be able to help people.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Yeah.
respect what you're doing, Mary, because you're helping
Yeah.
people.
Yes. Well, you are too. And exactly what you just said, Teresa, what we are speaking on is what you and I did. That's how we
Exactly.
met each other, was on a platform of trying to learn and trying to connect. And we were like, hey, I think this aligns. And we're here right now. We are proof in the pudding. This is a testimony of what we were speaking about is real.
It's true. I've actually been a guest on other shows and they've been on mine. Mary, I connected with you on Facebook. I love
Mhm.
Facebook.
I do too. It's my favorite.
Yeah, and I thought Facebook was for a different demographic, but it appears it's really for everybody.
It
And
is.
what a
It is.
great, like, I know we have to worry about some security things, stuff like that. I understand that. But for
Yeah.
the most part, I find everyone on the social media to be, most people are absolutely wonderful and want to
Yes.
help each other. So
Yeah.
that's amazing, don't you think?
Mhm. Yes, yes, absolutely. And that's why, when people talk about the negative things on social media, I'm like, you just have the wrong friends or you're in the wrong community or you're not utilizing it the way that you need to. I love social media. I
Yeah.
love social media. Now, I've been in business for a long time. I cleaned houses for 15 years.
Yeah.
And it is one of the most difficult industries to be in because people just aren't always pleased. It's just a part of it. So sometimes one thing about social media is that, we have the freedom of speech and everybody's allowed to say what they want to say and everybody has an opinion. And so we know that things come with that too, but it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? If you
And
are
you
on
do.
here with your pure intentions and you are searching for what you are good for, I always say that if you ever have an issue, and I hope I'm allowed to say this, but if you ever have an issue with something in life before going to social media or before being negative, take it up with God. And if that didn't work, then let's talk about ways that you can make money and that you can do things productive in your life. If you need that, then you can come talk to me because I own More Money with Mary. There's no time for that. I don't worry about those things too. It can be such a beautiful platform, such a positive platform.
It is.
Anything you are searching for, it's out there.
And it might be a good message to say to people, there's nothing wrong with God or source or whatever you want to
Yeah,
call it, universe.
right.
There's nothing wrong with that because I think we're all in this together. And
Yeah,
you are growing and I'm growing. We're all growing. All the viewers, they have businesses of their own or things they want
yeah.
to do. And if we're all kind of connected and just understand this is just a new world and everyone
Mm.
can win,
Yes,
everyone can
absolutely.
win. Don't worry
Absolutely.
about it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So let's talk,
absolutely.
let's go back to your business. So you're a consultant, you're helping people grow their businesses. What else do you do, Mary?
I do a little bit of everything. I mean, we're still out here. I'm running the cleaning business too. We're still doing that. And then I'm co-owner of a security business. So we're still
And you're
doing,
gonna
and so we've been learning. I've been able to do some of the back end stuff. And then, he runs all of that. I've been able to do the social media and the marketing and things too. Social media 101 is my biggest part of my business that I teach people. Also with my book too, kind of connecting my book with some of my speaking things that I am starting to do. I am doing a speaking event in a couple weeks for a business district, and I'm really excited about that.
will
My
you show
favorite
us
thing
your
is,
book, Mary?
yes, this is my book. It's titled,
A Diamond in Chaos.
uh-huh,
And what's your book
yes.
about?
Okay, so I published it in June of last year. It's on Amazon.com. It's in the paper copy, and then you can get the Kindle version too. A Diamond in Chaos. So before a diamond becomes a diamond, it is nothing. It's a pebble. It's irrelevant. It doesn't really have much of a purpose, just a little rock, right? But we know that under the deepest pressures, right, then the diamond becomes bright, right? Becomes its brightest self. So I am a diamond. Miss Teresa, you are a diamond. We are all diamonds, right? So through the hardships we go through in life and the pressures, it is our job to take that pressure and become our brightest and beautiful self. The world is chaos, right? No matter who we are, our lives have chaos around them, right? And so a diamond in chaos, it says the process of healing out of survival to become your brightest self. So it is a self-development book. And then it also has a little bit of a memoir feel too. So it just kind of talks about, some things I went through in my 20s and a part of that growth, and that growth can be kind of difficult, but how do you do that? How do you start from zero? How do you create what you want from nothing? Because I had nothing. I had 5 children that I had to take care of, and I had to figure out how to do that, without just working one job, and I couldn't do all of it. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of growth that is needed to get where you're wanting to be. So that's what my book is about.
Wonderful. Congratulations. And I
Thank
know we can get it
you.
on Amazon. I'll make sure, of course,
Yeah.
everything's on here. Mary, if somebody wanted to get a hold of you right now, let's say, what's the best place to get you?
The best place would be Facebook or my phone. My phone number is all over my platforms, but my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok, and even my Snapchat. I don't really use Snapchat much. I just kind of use it to talk to my kids, but all of them are at More with Mary Dean, every single platform across the board.
Okay, so I'll make sure it's all on there and we're going to expose that,
Yep.
make sure everybody can get to you. Some people like to reach out on the show and some people like to reach directly to
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
guest. So I always want to make sure all of your information's there too. And from here, let's say you reach out 5 years from now, where do you see yourself, Mary?
I see myself on stage
Ooh,
all over the world.
nice.
And more books. This book that I did, it's not a very large book. And my only critique on the book was we wish it was bigger, but it's all I had to say. I didn't want to add the fluff. But my next book will be big. I'll be holding it like that. So more books on stage and, being able to inspire more people. I want to be more educated as all of this goes. So then I am able to be worldwide, to be able to teach people how to start businesses and upscale and make more money and do what you want. That's really what I stand on, is that you can do whatever you want to. It's your life. You just have to do it. So that depends on how long I'm allowed to be here to share my story and my voice and help people. But that is 5 years on stage, anywhere and everywhere.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I know we're
Thank
going to see you
you.
5 years on the stage. I can hardly wait. Now, I do
Yes,
have
ma'am.
another question for you, Mary.
Uh-huh.
Will you come back and see us again?
Absolutely. Anytime.
It was my pleasure, honestly. You are such a delight, and you bring
Thank
energy,
you.
and no wonder you're such a success. This is Mary Dean. She is an amazing entrepreneur. She's doing so well with her life. If you want to reach out to her, go ahead. I'll make sure all her platforms are there. And if you could subscribe to my channel here on YouTube, I would really appreciate it. It just allows me to bring more wonderful guests like Mary on our show. And thank you again, my friend. And to all of you, this is Teresa Aker from Success Diaries with Teresa Aker. Thank you now. Bye bye.